Simmons making his WBC and national team debut. Projects as Atlanta's starting shortstop and leadoff hitter. And that throw to first, he's in the dirt. Simmons safe and turning for second, capitalizing on the error. He's already in scoring position.
I think sometimes that every infielder has a clock, and the footwork seemed just to be a little bit open with his hips.
1-1 past third. Back-to-back hits for the Dutch. They've got something going with one out in the fifth.
That guy, that looks like it belongs in.
And with his wheels, it'll be a stand-up double to lead off the bottom of the seventh.
Simmons just eyes lighten up. Make sure you touch that base.
Counts run all the way full to Andrelton Simmons. Runner off at the pitch. Good contact down the left field line. And that's into the corner. DeShenko Ricardo stops at third. It's a one-out double for Simmons. His third straight hit.
You know, I talked earlier about these hitters with the Netherlands really look like they mean business, and it's just kind of a rolling slider that Simmons is able to stay with and hook into the corner. You saw the high walk totals. He has that type of delivery.
Both teams with first inning knocks. Andrelton Simmons, the leadoff man, coasts into second base with a double.
It's what we were talking about right off the top, that these guys like to swing the bat early and often, and a slider just starting right at Simmons that he doesn't give.
Oxspring, I think, had designs on second base with that chopper and ended up costing himself an out.
Simmons has had a nice tournament. 3 doubles. Infield's in. 0-2 pitch. Smacked into center field. That's a base hit, and the Netherlands has a 2-0 lead. Goodness. His teammates use it, and he pops it up out into shallow center. Bernardina comes in, and it's the shortstop, Simmons, who makes a sliding catch and a throw to first. He got him. Wow! A double play. Andrelton Simmons, who made a base running mistake last half inning. A terrific sliding catch and a laser beam throw. It's 2-1 Netherlands. Guevara to the plate, hammered, left field, deep, off the wall. Turning is Simmons, and he'll stop with a single. Good throw by Despain. Andrelton Simmons hit it so hard that he was held to a single. Simmons into left field for a base hit. Cuba is set up in a much better spot pitching-wise than the Netherlands. Now Simmons is up. Breaking ball, chopper to short. Around it is Arruabarruena. Sliding safely is Simmons at first base. Abreu had to come off the bag, and a heads-up play by Simmons to take the inside path instead of the outside one.
First of all, you think you've got a chance for an infield hit. It's a breaking ball chopped off the dirt in front of home. Arruabarruena throws offline, and look at the instincts of Simmons. He goes to the inside. He sees Abreu coming off the bag. That's a terrific play, an instinctive play by Andrelton Simmons.
Andrelton Simmons was tied up by Gonzalez when he faced him in the 6th. 2-1. Breaking ball, deep, left field, it's tied! Andrelton Simmons! Back comes the Netherlands, 6-6. He finally hung one.
Simmons was waiting back on it. Not a bad spot, but you can see Simmons lets him turn it loose before he starts his swing, and he's got enough pop to drive it into the seats. That got him moving around in the dugout.
Simmons has 9 hits in 25 at-bats, a .360 average, And of course, the big home run last night to tie the game at 6. And he smacks this one to left center field. That ball's deep. Andrelton Simmons, stay hot. A leadoff home run for Simmons. His last 2 at-bats have been big ones.
Well, they sure have. Sunday night, the last time these two teams met, it was Takashi Tootani, the leadoff batter for Japan, that hit a first inning home run for Team Japan that got him off and running. And tonight, Andrelton Simmons, this looks just like the swing he took last night.
2-1 delivery will go to him. You talked about him too much.
Forget it.
He got him.
That's the only way you can play that ball. He said, I got to block this ball. I got to knock it down, because when I do, I've got the cannon to get you, and regardless of who it is.
Andrelton Simmons lines a base hit into left field to get it going for the Dutch here in the first. To the top of the lineup we go with Andrelton Simmons, who reached on a base hit and came around to score on the Jurickson Profar home run. Wu delivers. Simmons swings. Fair ball inside the left field line and toward the corner. That'll score a run. And around first into second is Simmons with a double. It's now 3-0 Netherlands.
Can't get away with too many of those. We were talking earlier about he got away with the backup slider. This is just a hanging slider that starts towards the inside corner. Kim wanting the ball away, and it ends up right in the middle of the plate, and Simmons deposits it right in the left field corner. Still like to see Simmons swing the bat here. Well, Chinese Taipei has the corners in, and they're playing for the bunt, and this could get them out of position if he hits a firm ground ball either way.
Holding close and now covers the ground, swinging it through the vacated hole up the middle. Ricardo is held at third.
What in the world?
And the entire Dutch roster pouring out onto the field has to get back. My, oh my, that was right where Wong was.
Here's Simmons. Simmons into right field. That's a hit. Aoki was deep, and they're going to send Odeber, and he's going to come home. I'm not sure why Aoki was so deep, but he was way back near the warning track. Andrelton Simmons is up. And Simmons into center field. That's a base hit. That is a rude greeting for Simmons for Kodai Senga, that had a parent or a grandparent who is Jewish. Simmons, right field line. Borenstein not going to get there. It's a fair ball, and Simmons, hustling all the way, is already at second base. And the ball gets loose. Simmons bluffs, but holds at second. A bloop double, 2 hits for Simmons, and the Netherlands is right back at it. That's into center field. That's a base hit. That's another hit for Simmons. Now Simmons, he hit a deep ball to the warning track in left center field back in the first. That's into center field. That's a hit. And Andrelton Simmons is going to chase home Sams. And it's 4-0. So Simmons with a big RBI here.
Simmons 9 for 27 so far in the tournament. Little chip shot up the line at third. Correa's got to hurry. Bare hands and throws too late. Simmons can run, and it's an infield single that opens play tonight.
And then the strategy really comes into play.
Andrelton Simmons with a base hit stroked into center field. So the Netherlands with the go-ahead runner aboard and 1 away.
Simmons, another guy who has played some of the best defense at the most valuable position in baseball over the course of his career. As a ground ball up the middle into center field for the first hit of the tournament for Andrelton Simmons as we approach the pitch limit. Simmons got a chance to reach on this one. Nice play initially on the pickup there by Caballero, but the throw gets away from Santa Maria at first. And Simmons, a potential insurance run, digs into second. And it's actually Alan Cordoba who has moved to first base by Caballero, but the throw escaping. From the dugout, that means poise. There's a grounder out to third, and a nice play by Simmons. And the Italian Ragazzi retired in the 5th. We'll take this game to the 6th.